What is going on, guys? So today I'm going to show you how to record a macro and then run it again in Excel. So first things first, to be able to do that, you're going to need this developer tab. And I want you to check out my previous video, how to enable macros in Excel. So you can enable the Trust Center settings and then enable the developer tab. You go to options, customize ribbon, and then make sure that's checked off. So we can have this tab here, and that gives you the option to record macro. So when we go in here, let's say I want to make a macro do something, like make Excel do something that I just did over and over again. We can do this like this. So like, let me click record macro. I'm going to call this recorded macro. Store macro in this workbook, sure. And then I'm going to click OK. So I'm going to do inserting value here, inserting value here, testing, testing, test. Okay, so I'm done recording. I'm going to click stop. And now when I go to macros, we could see the recorded macro. And if I remove all these values and I run that, we'll be able to see it do the exact same thing that I just did. So let me click that. Let me click on recorded macro. Let me click run. And boom, just like that, the values were inserted. So I could delete these and we could take a look at the code it created. Because basically when you record a macro, it just automatically generates VBA code and you can edit it afterwards. So the recorded macro, I'm going to click on it. I don't know how many times I said macro. So I'm going to click on it, click edit. It's going to bring me into Visual Basic for Applications, VBA, and it brings me to the function that's called whenever I call the macro. So this is the auto-generated code from recording the macro. It basically selects all the cells I selected already, and then it makes the active cell set the value to that. So for example, I26, I inserted value, sorry, I26, I inserted this value, D26, I inserted this value, and so forth. So yeah, and then I selected one extra value at the end here, I believe. Sorry, no, I'm confusing you guys. First you need to select, and then the active cell sets the value. But either way, I believe there's no initial selection because I already had a value selected when I clicked record macro. So I didn't select something new, but if I had, then it would record the range. So you have to select something first, which creates an active cell, and then you can set the value of the active cell afterwards. So like for example, I26, I picked this cell, and I set it to inserting value here. F27, I selected it, and then I set this value to here. And then as you remember, I just picked another cell at the end before I stopped recording, because it records that too. It records all your selections. So probably too much of a ramble, but yeah, that's how you record macros and edit them in code in Excel. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If you did, please drop a like and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.